Listen up, because what I'm about to tell you might just change your life. You see, in this world, there are things you keep close to your chest, things that define you, shape you, and make you who you are. But here's the kicker. Not everything needs to be shared. In fact, there are 5 things you should guard with your life, 5 things you should never ever share with anyone. Now, I'm not talking about being secretive or shutting people out. No, this is about protecting your essence, your core. It's about understanding that some parts of you are sacred, meant for you and you alone. First on the list is your dreams, your deepest, wildest dreams. The ones that wake you up in the middle of the night, heart racing, mind buzzing with possibilities. Those dreams, they're yours. All yours. Don't go spreading them around like cheap candy at a parade. Why? Because dreams are fragile things. They're like newborn babies needing protection, nurturing. The moment you let them out into the world, you expose them to doubt, to criticism, to the harsh reality of other people's limitations. I remember when I was just starting out, a young kid with stars in his eyes and fire in his belly. I had this dream of becoming an actor, of touching lives through the stories I tell on screen. But I didn't go shouting it from the rooftops. No, I held that dream close, fed it, nurtured it. Because here's the truth, not everyone will understand your dream. Not everyone will see what you see, and that's okay. Your dreams aren't for them. They're for you. So next time you feel that urge to share your dream, to seek validation from others, stop, take a breath. Remember that your dream is a part of you, a sacred part that needs protection. Nurture it in silence, let it grow strong within you. Because when you finally unleash it on the world, it'll be unstoppable. Now let's talk about the second thing you should never share. Your fears. Yeah, you heard me right. Your fears. We all have them. They crawl up our spines in the dead of night, whisper doubts in our ears when we're about to take that leap. But here's the thing, your fears are not for public consumption. Why? Because fears are like weeds. Give them attention, let them out into the open, and they'll grow. They'll take root not just in your mind, but in the minds of others. And before you know it, your fears become their fears. Your limitations become their limitations for you. I've faced my fair share of fears in this industry. Fear of failure, fear of not being good enough, fear of letting people down. But I never let those fears see the light of day. I kept them locked up tight, faced them in the privacy of my own mind, because that's where the real battles are won. Your fears are your own personal demons to conquer. They're the dragons you need to slay. And trust me, there's no knight in shining armor coming to do it for you. It's all on you. So keep those fears to yourself. Face them head on in the arena of your own mind, because when you conquer them there silently, privately, that's when you truly grow. Third on our list, your struggles. Now, this might sound counterintuitive. After all, we're often told to share our burdens, to lean on others. And yes, having a support system is crucial. But there's a difference between seeking support and airing your dirty laundry for all to see. Your struggles, your hardships, they're shaping you. They're the fire that's forging you into something stronger, something unbreakable. But that process, it's messy, it's ugly, and it's intensely personal. I've had my share of struggles, times when I didn't know if I'd make it, times when giving up seemed like the easy way out. But I kept those struggles to myself, not out of pride, but out of respect for the process, because I knew that those struggles were teaching me, molding me, preparing me for greatness. When you're in the thick of it, when you're fighting your way through the storm, that's not the time to broadcast your struggles. That's the time to dig deep, to find that inner strength you never knew you had. Because here's the truth. Your struggles are your story in the making, and the best stories, they're written in private, away from prying eyes and well-meaning, but misguided advice. So next time you're tempted to post about your hardships on social media, to seek validation through likes and comments, stop. Remember that your struggles are sacred. They're the chapters of your life that are still being written. Keep them close. Let them shape you in private. Because when you come out on the other side, stronger and wiser, that's when your story will truly inspire others. Here on list of things to never share. Your strategy, your game plan, the roadmap you've laid out for your success. In this world of oversharing, of constant updates and status reports, keeping your strategy to yourself might seem old-fashioned. But trust me, it's one of the smartest things you can do. Why? Because your strategy is your secret weapon. It's the ace up your sleeve, the trump card you pull out when the chips are down. The moment you start sharing your strategy, you give others a chance to copy it, to criticize it, or worse, to sabotage it. I learned this lesson early in my career. I had plans, big plans, but I didn't go around telling everyone about them. I kept my moves close to my chest, played my cards right. Because in this game of life, you don't show your hand until you're ready to lay it all on the table. Your strategy is born from your unique perspective, your experiences, your insights. It's tailored to your strengths, designed to overcome your weaknesses. So why would you share that with the world? Keep it to yourself. Let it be your guiding light, your North Star that only you can see. And here's the beautiful thing about keeping your strategy private. It allows you to pivot, to adjust, to fine-tune without external pressure. You're not bound by the expectations you've set for others. You're free to evolve, to grow, to change course if needed. So next time someone asks you about your 5-year plan, about how you intend to reach your goals, smile. Keep it vague, because your strategy, that's for you to know and for them to find out when you're standing at the top. And finally, the 5th thing you should never share, your true power. Now, I'm not talking about being modest or hiding your light under a bushel. No, I'm talking about the raw, untamed power that lies within you, the potential that you haven't even fully tapped into yet. You see, each one of us has a wellspring of power inside. It's the source of our creativity, our resilience, our ability to push through when everything seems lost. But here's the catch. The moment you start talking about this power, you diminish it. Why? Because true power doesn't need to announce itself. It doesn't need validation or recognition. True power simply is. It's the quiet confidence that radiates from within, the unshakable belief in yourself that doesn't need to be put into words. I've seen it time and time again in this industry. People who talk big game, who brag about their talents, their connections, their influence, but the truly powerful ones, they're the quiet ones, the ones who let their work speak for itself, the ones who surprise you with their impact because they never felt the need to warn you about it. Your true power is like a secret weapon. The moment you reveal it, you lose the element of surprise. You give others a chance to prepare, to brace themselves, to put up defenses. But when you keep it hidden, when you let it simmer beneath the surface, that's when it becomes truly formidable. So don't go around telling people how great you are, how talented you are, how powerful you are. Show them. Let your actions speak louder than words ever could. Let your impact be the testament to your power. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Denzel, isn't this all a bit secretive? Aren't we supposed to be open, to share, to connect? And you're right, to an extent. Openness and connection are important. But there's a difference between being open and being an open book. You see, the things I'm telling you to keep to yourself, your dreams, your fears, your struggles, your strategy, your true power, these aren't just random aspects of your life. These are the core components of who you are. They're the ingredients that make you unique. That sets you apart from the crowd. By keeping these things close, you're not being secretive. You're being selective. You're choosing to share the most intimate parts of yourself only with those who have earned that right. And trust me, not everyone has earned that right. Here's in this age of oversharing, of constant connectivity, of putting every thought and feeling out there for the world to see, there's power in holding back. There's strength in keeping some parts of yourself sacred. Think about it. When you meet someone new, do you immediately tell them every detail about your life? Of course not. You reveal yourself gradually, letting them earn your trust bit by bit. The same principle applies here, but on a much deeper level. Your dreams are the blueprints of your future. Why would you let just anyone take a peek at them? Your fears are your vulnerabilities. Why would you expose them to those who might exploit them? Your struggles are your personal battles. Why would you invite spectators to watch you fight them? Your strategy is your roadmap to success. Why would you give others a chance to set up roadblocks along the way? And your true power? Well, that's the ace up your sleeve. Why would you show your hand before the game is even over? By keeping these 5 things to yourself, you're not just protecting them. You're nurturing them, you're giving them space to grow, to evolve, to become stronger. Because here's the truth. The most powerful transformations happen in silence, away from the prying eyes of the world. A caterpillar turning into a butterfly. Does it happen out in the open for all to see? No. It happens inside a cocoon, hidden from view. And when the butterfly finally emerges, it doesn't need to announce its transformation. Its beauty speaks for itself. You are that caterpillar. Your dreams, your fears, your struggles, your strategy, your true power, they're all part of your cocoon. They're the elements that are transforming you day by day into the person you're meant to be. So guard them fiercely. Protect them with everything you've got, because when you finally emerge from your cocoon, when you've turned those dreams into reality, conquered those fears, overcome those struggles, executed that strategy, and fully realized your true power, that's when the world will sit up and take notice. And trust me, they won't need you to tell them how great you are. They'll see it for themselves. Now, I'm not saying you should go through life as a closed book, never letting anyone in. No, that's not the point at all. The point is to be deliberate about what you share and who you share it with. It's about understanding the value of your inner world and treating it with the respect it deserves. Think of it this way. You wouldn't hand over the keys to your house to just anyone who asks, would you? Of course not. You're selective about who you let into your personal space. Well, your dreams, fears, struggles, strategy, and true power, they're the keys to your inner kingdom. You're just as selective about who you let in there. This doesn't mean you have to go through life alone, carrying the weight of your dreams and fears all by yourself. No, it means choosing wisely. It means finding those few trusted individuals who have earned the right to see the real you, the whole you. These people are rare. They're the ones who stand by you, not just in your moments of triumph, but in your darkest hours too. They're the ones who believe in your dreams even when you start to doubt them yourself. They're the ones who help you face your fears without judging you for having them. They're the ones who support you through your struggles without trying to fight your battles for you. People, your inner circle, your tribe, your chosen family, they're the ones you can share these 5 things with. But even then, do it sparingly. Do it with intention. Because even the most well-meaning advice can sometimes lead you astray from your true path. Remember, at the end of the day, you're the captain of your ship. You're the one who has to live with the consequences of your decisions. So while it's okay to seek guidance, to ask for help when you need it, the final decision should always be yours. Your dreams, they're yours to chase. Your fears, they're yours to conquer. Your struggles, they're yours to overcome. Your strategy, it's yours to execute. And your true power, it's yours to unleash when the time is right. By keeping these things close, by nurturing them in private, you're not just protecting them. You're allowing them to grow stronger, to become more resilient. You're giving yourself the space to experiment, to fail, to learn, and to grow without the pressure of external expectations. Sure. How many times have you seen someone announce their big plans to the world only to falter when things get tough? How many times have you heard someone talk about their fears only to have those fears validated and amplified by others? How many times have you watched someone share their struggles only to be drowned in a sea of well-meaning but misguided advice? By keeping these 5 things to yourself, you're avoiding these pitfalls. You're giving yourself the freedom to dream big without worrying about what others might think. You're allowing yourself to face your fears head-on without the added weight of other people's anxieties. You're giving yourself the space to struggle and grow without the constant scrutiny of others. And most importantly, you're maintaining the element of surprise. In a world where everyone is clamoring for attention, where everyone is trying to predict the next big thing, there's immense power in being unpredictable, in surprising people, in exceeding expectations that you never set in the first place. So let me tell you something. The next time you achieve something great, something you've been working towards in silence, watch the reactions of those around you. Watch their surprise, their admiration, their respect. That moment, that look in their eyes, that's the payoff for all those times you kept quiet when you wanted to shout your dreams from the rooftops. That's the reward for all those nights you faced your fears alone. For all those times you struggled in silence. For all those moments you stuck to your strategy without wavering. That's what happens when you keep your true power hidden until the perfect moment to unleash it. And let me tell you, there's nothing quite like it. It's like being the underdog that no one saw coming. It's like being the dark horse that surges ahead in the final stretch. It's like being the plot twist in your own life story that no one, not even you, saw coming. But here's the thing. This isn't about proving others wrong or showing off. No, this is about proving yourself right. It's about honoring the promise you made to yourself when you first dared to dream. It's about respecting the journey you've been on, acknowledging every fear you faced, every struggle you've overcome. It's about executing your strategy with precision and finally revealing the true extent of your power. And when you do that, when you finally let the world see what you've been nurturing in private all this time, that's when you truly shine. So I want you to make me a promise right now. Promise me that you'll guard these 5 things with your life. Promise me that you'll keep your dreams close, face your fears in private, endure your struggles with dignity, execute your strategy in silence, and keep your true power hidden until the moment is right. Promise me that you'll resist the urge to seek validation from others, to share every detail of your journey with the world. Promise me that you'll trust yourself, believe in yourself, even when it feels like you're the only one who does. Because here's the truth. You are capable of so much more than you realize. You have a power within you that's just waiting to be unleashed. But that power needs time to grow. It needs space to develop. It needs privacy to flourish. So give it that time, give it that space, give it that privacy, nurture it in silence, away from the noise of the world. And when the time is right, when you're ready to show the world what you're truly capable of, that's when you'll understand why I told you to keep these 5 things to yourself. Remember, your life is your story to write. Don't let others hold the pen. Don't let them dictate the plot or influence the ending. Keep the most important parts of your story, your dreams, your fears, your struggles, your strategy, your true power, close to your chest. Because when you finally reveal them, when you finally show the world the masterpiece you've been working on in private all this time, that's when you'll truly leave your mark. That's when you'll truly change the game. So go out there and make it happen. Dream big, but dream in silence. Face your fears, but face them in private. Struggle hard, but do it with dignity. Execute your strategy like a master chess player, always thinking 5 moves ahead. And when it comes to your true power, keep it under wraps until the moment is just right. You see, life isn't a sprint. It's a marathon. And in this marathon, it's not about who starts the strongest or who makes the most noise along the way. It's about who has the endurance, the resilience, the sheer willpower to keep going when everyone else has given up. By keeping these 5 things to yourself, you're not just protecting them. You're building that endurance. You're cultivating that resilience. You're strengthening that willpower. Because when you're not constantly seeking validation from others, when you're not wasting energy explaining yourself to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, you can focus all that energy on what really matters, becoming the best version of yourself. Now, I know it's not easy. In this world of instant gratification, of viral sensations and overnight successes, it can feel like you're falling behind if you're not constantly sharing your progress, your setbacks, your every move. But let me tell you something. Those overnight successes, they're rarer than a snowball in hell. And even when they do happen, they often melt away just as quickly as they appeared. Real success, lasting success, the kind of success that changes not just your life, but the lives of those around you. That takes time. It takes patience. It takes the kind of quiet determination that doesn't need to announce itself to the world. A tree. When you plant a seed, do you dig it up every day to see if it's growing? Of course not. You water it, you make sure it gets sunlight, and then you let it do its thing. You trust in the process, even when you can't see the results yet. Your dreams, your fears, your struggles, your strategy, your true power, they're the seeds of your future success. Plant them deep. Nurture them. But don't go digging them up every 5 minutes to show the world how much they've grown. Trust in the process. Trust in yourself. Because here's the thing. When you keep these 5 things to yourself, you're not just protecting them from the outside world. You're also protecting them from your own doubts. You're giving them the chance to take root, to grow strong, before you expose them to the harsh winds of reality. Your dreams, they need time to mature, to become robust enough to withstand the inevitable setbacks and challenges. If you share them too soon, if you let others poke holes in them before they're fully formed, you risk losing them altogether. Your fears, they're like shadows. Bring them out into the light too soon and they'll grow, stretching out to monstrous proportions. But face them in private, confront them on your own terms, and you'll soon realize they're not nearly as scary as you thought. Your struggles, they're the fire that's forging you into something stronger, something unbreakable. But if you let others douse that fire with their well-meaning but misguided advice, you rob yourself of the chance to emerge from those flames stronger than ever. Your strategy, it's your roadmap to success, but if you let others see it too soon, they might try to reroute you to steer you off course. Keep it to yourself and you can navigate your own path. Make your own detours, find your own shortcuts. And your true power? Well, that's the ace up your sleeve. The moment you reveal it, you lose the element of surprise. Keep it hidden, and you'll always have that secret weapon when you need it most. Now, I'm not saying you should go through life as a lone wolf, never letting anyone in. No, that's not it at all. We all need connections. We all need support. But there's a difference between having a support system and putting your entire life on display for the world to see. Choose carefully who you let into your inner circle. Choose wisely who you share these 5 things with. Because the right people, the ones who truly have your best interests at heart, they won't need you to tell them your dreams. They'll see them shining in your eyes. They won't need you to confess your fears. They'll stand by you when you face them. They won't need you to detail your struggles. They'll be there to support you through them. They won't need you to explain your strategy. They'll trust that you know what you're doing. And they won't need you to prove your power. They'll believe in it even before you fully do. These people are rare. They're precious. And when you find them, hold on to them tight. But even with these trusted few, remember, you're the captain of your ship. You're the master of your fate. The final decisions, the ultimate responsibility, that's all on you. So guard these 5 things fiercely. Protect them like they're the most valuable treasures in the world. Because in many ways they are. They're the building blocks of your future. They're the ingredients of your success. They're the essence of who you are and who you're becoming. And let me tell you something. There's nothing more powerful, nothing more inspiring than someone who knows their worth without having to prove it to others. Someone who moves through life with quiet confidence, with unwavering determination. Someone who lets their actions speak louder than their words ever could. That's the kind of person you become when you keep these 5 things to yourself. That's the kind of person who changes the game, who leaves a lasting impact, who makes a real difference in this world. So go ahead. Dream your wildest dreams, but keep them close to your chest. Face your biggest fears, but do it on your own terms. Struggle through your hardest battles, but do it with dignity and grace. Execute your strategy with precision, but keep your moves unpredictable. And when it comes to your true power, let it simmer beneath the surface, growing stronger day by day, until the moment is right to unleash it on the world. Because when that moment comes, when you finally reveal what you've been nurturing in silence all this time, it won't just change your life. It'll change the lives of everyone around you. It'll change the world. And that, my friends, is the true power of keeping these 5 things to yourself. It's not about being secretive. It's not about shutting people out. It's about respecting your own journey. It's about honoring your own process. It's about giving yourself the time and space to become the best possible version of yourself. So remember, your dreams are sacred. Your fears are yours to conquer. Your struggles are your stepping stones. Your strategy is your secret weapon. And your true power? Well, that's the force that's going to change the world. Guard them. Nurture them. And when the time is right, unleash them, because the world is waiting for you to show them what you're truly capable of. And trust me, it's going to be spectacular.